What's up? This is an early premiere for my Patreons who may not have seen it. So, I want to give you guys the real straight from the door. Now, how many of you guys are familiar with the Chris Copeland situation? Things people say or they might do is not necessarily how it's going to be portrayed when it's looked at with the rest of the world. You know what I mean? So, what people might say and do might not be the same, So, people might say, oh, I'm going to do this, and this is the move I want to make, and this is the direction I'm heading towards. And they might say all these pretty things, right? And the newspapers might paint things a certain way, and then we'll automatically think someone is the bad guy in the situation. Now, the NBA basketball player, Chris Copeland, and in case you're watching this on YouTube, you would have had this story a while ago if you was on Patreon. So join the Carcino for Life Patreon. Okay, now after that shameless plug, we move forward. For all my Patreons, welcome. Here we go again. Now, Chris Copeland was basically trying to find a home. Indiana looked like a good place. He spent time with the Knicks. Now, New York was his scene, and his longtime girlfriend, Katrine Satara, that he fell in love with, this was it. And what she is the alpha in the relationship. I'm here to let y'all know right now, no bullshit. This is y'all getting the real. She is the real estate realtor boss. She's an assistant for a big group, her Indian culture and everything. So she is taking control of the relationship. Definitely, 100%. Chris is more laid back. Don't talk until he gets drunk. Now, on a magical night, all hell breaks loose. Because they blame one man for an entire incident. A man named Djvlad Murdoch. He was dark-skinned and black, and here was a light-skinned Negro with his Indian wife or girlfriend at the time. Oh, this is perfect. Tailor-made. Tailor-made. Now, of course, Murdoch didn't have all of the things in place that April 8th incident when they were in the Ten Oak area in the meatpacking district at the Chelsea nightclub. The Chelsea nightclub in Manhattan is like where everyone goes to have a good time. Celebrities in that area. A lot of high-end people go there. Now, Tefo Cephalosha, who was actually in attendance, got into entanglement when he was away from the situation. But because the police were there, due to the fact that Chris Copeland eventually was stabbed by Murdoch. Nobody was trying to hear Murdoch's side of the story. Somehow Murdoch's side of the story was never even mentioned. Now, they tried to downplay it by never really speaking on the incident at hand. But there was so much going on with like bleeding and blood everywhere from the incident that it was crazy. Now, Copeland got stabbed in the abdomen. He got, his girl got slashed on her stomach a little bit. She took a slash because she tried to stop it. But what actually happened? What caused this? All they would say is, he didn't know the man. And they would throw his picture up there and say, that's the bad guy. We got to get him. Now, he took a plea deal that they offered him, a couple of weekends in jail. Because after investigating the case, what they were able to find out was Chris Copeland was mad at his girl. He had drank way too much as Indiana was playing New York. So he was in there kicking it, you know, chilling. And he was on the Pacers at the time. And he was out to 3 a.m. till the place closed, getting tore up. And him and his girl are having an argument, right? And he's mad because his girl was being extra friendly with people in the club, and she really was going off on him. And he's getting loud and obnoxious. So Chavoy went over there to ask him, like, what his problem was. He interjected and asked the man, what is his problem? Why is he talking to his lady like that and being so disrespectful? And she's telling him, I got it. I can defend myself. I don't know. This is my man. And the guy, Chris Copeland, was like, man, I don't know you, man. Get up out my face. And talked very disrespectfully. Not knowing this guy, not knowing where his mind state was or what it could be, Chavoy took out the knife and poked him right in the abdomen, calling him a bitch motherfucker as he kept stabbing. Pop. And cut him on the arm, stabbed him once in the abdomen, then cut him on the arm, and then people start coming to try to, you know, stop the altercation and what was going on. But he's an NBA basketball player. This guy was facing major time. But he was in a very high-end place. What was a guy like this doing in there? So he was ready to take a plea deal, do a couple of weekends in jail, avoid a trial, and all of these things. So he agreed to a deal. He was going to do like 30 days or whatever, take a couple of weekends, and then he can just go home. No crime, no foul. As he claims, he was defending himself. Now, as this goes on, what they don't know is that this man wants to get out of jail because he has a very high-end business. He's part of a business of where they forge cards, credit cards. And he's in that business. Like, it's a business. He needs just somebody that's there. So he needs to be out on the streets, making it happen. So he don't need anything coming back on him. He want to get this over with as quickly as possible. Now, 3 days after this goes down, they're watching him. And he has no idea that they're basically watching him. And he's rearrested when he shows up on the sting that they were trailing somebody else. And this is the same guy that they just arrested. And they was like, man, this is the guy we just had in custody for this. And now he's got these stolen credit cards in his pocket. Well, they forged. So with these forged credit cards that he had, he was able to take advantage of all these situations. So now his plea deal can go away and they can slap this dude with 7 years in jail. See, they do that to you when you dark skin. It basically was entrapment because they was mad that they missed it the first time. They didn't do an extensive deep dive. They was just gonna have a solved case, and it looks good on them to have solved cases. See, that's what police want. See, when y'all take that plea deal, that's better for them. Save the city money. No. They ain't saving the city money. It's putting more money in their pocket when it don't go to trial. It's the time, the money, the energy, putting into a jury hearing and all of that. That's not what they want. They would love a plea deal. That builds their record up. It's like playing a video game, right? And you're going up in rank for doing a quick mission. One quick mission, then spending hours and hours and hours and hours building it up slowly. Or if you complete the one mission, you can boost your rank up a lot quicker. That's what these officers look at. They want to boost their rank up a lot quicker. So this is a quicker way of getting to that prize. This is how you get the honey. So, they went on doing their thing. I don't know. He's been like the journeyman of the league now, but Chris Copeland's situation, I think he never had another one of those episodes again. But it goes to show you this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. So definitely pay attention and stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize and stay on the ground. And I'll get back to y'all directly, Patreons. We got more to come. A lot more to come. Because we finna go into some real doctor medicine type stuff. Yeah. Potent drugs that you don't even know about. So, oh yeah. It's going to wake a lot of people up because you didn't even know these medicines are out there. They can't prescribe them to you. They're so powerful. But the medical board uses some of it in small amounts and traces to perform operations, all of these different things. Plus we have more stock and business news for you. So don't forget, stay tuned to the Patreon. I told you this month, we're going to do a lot of educating and a lot of giving you things that you need to survive, basically. So let me get out of here. I don't want to hold you here too long. See you later. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, all those good things. And definitely hope you guys are Patreons.